Hello, my name is Leonardo, and um, I'm starting up this new YouTube channel. I used to have an old YouTube channel. I'm not saying the name of it because one, it's embarrassing, and two, I switched the name of it. And I can't even remember what I switched it to, honestly. But the reason I made a new YouTube channel is because my old YouTube channel, I just quit making videos on it, and I haven't made a video on it since I was 8, and I'm 11 right now. So I haven't made a video on it for 3 years. And also, the reason I ended my old YouTube channel is because I would always forget to upload, and I would always forget to record or, or even do anything involved with posting on YouTube. So there was really no point to it if I wasn't even going to post. But now I'm going to try my best to post as much as I can, or not as much as I can. Probably about like a video a week, or maybe if I even try hard enough, video a day, but I'll probably will not do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and this is kind of would you rather, kind of not. And it's the closest thing that I could find to would you rather. So I'm gonna use this. And okay, so to start it off, be feared by all or be loved by all. Be loved by all. If I was feared by all, then it would really defeat the whole friends thing or family or loved ones, because then nobody would ever want to hang out around you or talk to you because they were scared of you, and that would just be terrible. All right, next, be transported permanently 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past. Into the future. I think because if I was transported into the past, then thinking back to all of the problems that was going on 500 years ago, that would be terrible, and that just wouldn't be a fun time. So next, never be able to use a touchscreen or never be able to use a keyboard and mouse. Never be able to use a keyboard and mouse. I never use a PC or a laptop, but I use my phone a lot, and there's really no point in getting rid of something that I use every day just so I could have something that I hardly ever use at all. So be able to control fire, be able to control water, be able to control water. I feel like fire would cause too much chaos, and knowing the clumsy person I am, that wouldn't be fun. Be unable to use search engines, or be unable to use social media. Be unable to use search engines. No matter how much I use them, I use social media so much more. And I use social media to text and to talk to people, also my friends. And but search engines, I do use search engines a lot, but I don't use them nearly as much as I do social media. So yeah. Give up bathing for a month. Give up internet for a month. Give up internet for a month. If I gave up bathing for a month, I would smell terrible, look terrible, feel terrible. If I gave up internet for a month, it would be insanely hard for me to do, I'll be honest. But I can just always retreat to sports. I love sports way more than I do internet. Alright. Sorry about the ads. Oh, wait. Okay. Live without the internet or live without AC and heating. Live without AC and heating. I know this is crazy for a lot of you to hear, but I don't use AC and heating much at all. So be able to see 10 minutes into your own future, or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself. I think 10 minutes into my future. Not trying to be selfish. Alright, your shirts being always 2 sizes too big, 1 size too small. So I don't really have a problem with big shirts, but I do have a problem with small shirts. The small shirts just aren't comfortable for me, and they're always they're too tight for my liking. Alright. Live in the wilderness, far from civilization. Live in the streets of a city as a homeless person. Live in the wilderness, far from civilization. It never says I don't have internet. I could just talk to my family and friends, my loved ones, from the internet. Live your entire life in a virtual reality where all of your wishes are granted. Live in the real world. Live in the real world. If I was living in a virtual reality where all of my wishes would be granted, I would be spoiled and I would be a brat, and I don't like the idea of that. I mean, all of us somewhat like being spoiled, but for me, like, I don't like being spoiled that much. Maybe a little bit, but not much. And I think it's because I live a life where I'm not spoiled that much, and I'm happy I'm not. I'm really happy that I'm not spoiled, because if I was, then I would just be such a snotty person and such a jerk. So, yeah. Be alone for the rest of your life. Always be surrounded by annoying people. Always be surrounded by annoying people. At least I'm surrounded by people. Also, I have the internet. Dang it, an ad. Alright. Never use social media sites or apps again. Never watch another movie or TV show. I don't watch movies or TV that much. Or I'll be honest, I watch movies a lot. I love going to the movie theaters, but still, I'd rather have social media than movies and TV. Have an easy job working for someone else. Work for yourself, but work incredibly hard. Blue. I'm sure everybody knows why. And I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. A lot of people did agree with me. 51%. Have a horrible short-term memory loss, or have a horrible long-term memory loss. I feel bad for anybody who has short-term memory loss or long-term memory loss, really, but I do think I would have a horrible short-term memory loss, because although I feel bad for both, I feel bad for long-term memory loss because they aren't able to remember their old what's it called, their memories, and memories are what make you you. Memories shape you into the human being that you are. And thinking about that, I wouldn't really have a childhood if I thought about it. I mean, I would have a childhood, but I wouldn't be able to remember any of it, and I just don't like the idea of that. Be completely invisible for one day, or be able to fly for one day. Being able to fly for one day. I say that because I've always wanted to fly, because thinking of the idea of wind blowing in your face and being able to look down and seeing everything from an incredible height, I just find that the idea of that awesome and amazing. So I'd much rather that. Find your true love, or a suitcase of $5 million. Find your true love. Love is more important than money, and I will never stop saying that, no matter what happens to me, because a lot of money makes people sad. Although it doesn't make the person who has the money sad, it makes them happy. It makes other people around them sad, and I don't like that. But love just makes everybody happy. It's not a loss for anybody. So, yeah. Be the first person to explore a planet, or be the inventor of drugs that cure of a drug that cures a deadly disease. Be inventor of a drug that cures deadly disease. Because I'll use an example. Cancer. cancer is a terrible disease, and I feel terrible for anybody who has family who has it or anybody who has it, because I have friends who have family members who have cancer or who've died from cancer, and I couldn't imagine how sad I would be if one of my family members died from cancer. So I wouldn't. That would really affect me. So be poor but help people become incredibly rich, but by hurting people. Be poor but help people. I'd rather a group of people be happy rather than me be happy and a group of people sad. Because if anybody ever asks, like, would I rather hurt a group of people or only one person? Of course, I'm gonna choose the group of people because it's not as much sadness, if that makes any sense. Always run or always crawl. Always run. I think everybody knows why I say that. Feel no pain, but this is during surgery. Feel no pain, but be awake to see everything that happens. Be asleep during the surgery, but wake up in pain. Blue, feel no pain, but see everything that happens. Because say you were getting something removed out of your stomach, you would get your stomach cut open. That would be disgusting to look at, but at least it wouldn't hurt, and at least you wouldn't feel the pain. So be in the Summer Olympics, be in the Winter Olympics. I think this is gonna be my last one, but I don't know much about either of them, and so I'm just gonna say whatever. So alright. So guys, thank you for watching. You can leave a like if you asked, or not if you, but if you liked this video. But I don't like asking for likes, so nah, I'm not gonna do that, especially on my first video. But thank you for sticking around till the end, and have a good one.